Hello and welcome to Tech Enthusiast. I'm Neil.
And I'm Simon. Confession time. I generally start the confession here.
You do, yeah.
I don't have much news this week, and I blame it on the fact I'm nearly a doctor. Upgraded my phone to the public beta of iOS 11.
Yeah.
Amazing. You test it, oh my god, this feature's great. It really is some amazing accessibility features. Huge leaps forward.
Yeah.
Then the essential apps used every day don't work. So the app that I use to read news and save everything to,
yeah,
no longer works.
That sucks.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with it. So basically, I don't have much news.
Right.
But we'll get through it.
We've got a couple of bits and bobs, haven't we? We'll have a chat.
Well, my... Can you remember I've been mentioning it now and again about I backed something on a crowdsourcing platform a while ago?
You never talk about backing stuff on crowdsourcing.
And that's just Sean had a back. I didn't know this. I backed something, right, and it was about 200 or something.
Right.
And I was like, I'll keep quiet about it. I'm not going to tell Sean. And literally 5 seconds after I backed it, I got a message, I've just backed. I'm like, nothing. It was like, I got a notification on my phone saying you backed something.
Oh man.
I didn't realise that when someone follows you on Kickstarter,
it tells you when they've followed, when they've backed something.
Yeah, I was like, no! I was listening, that was blue. But yeah, something that I backed.
Yeah.
And they upgraded all the hardware like they always do. Apparently, it is going to ship next month.
Shut up.
Well, that's what they're saying now.
Yeah.
We've still got, 7 weeks for them to back out on that. But jumping into news, Neil.
Yep.
Our favourite tech CEO... Is he our favourite tech CEO?
He's up there. He's up there, yeah, definitely.
Elon Musk. Tesla 3 released this Friday.
Crazy.
I remember when it was just being rumoured on Twitter that there was going to be a Tesla 3.
Yeah, when there was like teaser pictures and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, the average sale price, because people spec'd it up to worth 42,500.
Right.
So people added a lot of stuff to the car.
Yeah, they did.
Not many people went base model.
I think the crazy thing was the fact that people pre-ordered it before they'd even seen it. Pre-orders went up before they actually showed what the car looked like. Yeah.
For other products, like pre-order.
Oh, yeah. Like, if they did that with the iPhone, people would go all over it. No.
It gets released on Friday.
Yeah.
Although, did you hear about the guy that actually had a photo of it?
No.
Right, some guy happens to be really into cars. So he's always got his camera in his car. And he saw it passing. Because they're obviously testing it on the road.
Yeah.
So he jumped out of his car and started shooting photos of it. And then he put it on a blog. And where did he put it on? Like Flickr or something.
Right.
So then, of course, everyone started, linking to it. He started sending out cease and desist letters. They'd stop using...
I thought they showed it at the announcement.
That's not the final version of the car. So we have, obviously, it was taken what is the final version
of
the
bonkers.
car. It's like, oh my god, this is the internet, mate. As soon as you put it on the internet, you've lost control pretty much. You can't just tweet about it and then go, don't retweet it. No retweets. But it's crazy. It comes out. Although we've all believed the hype that this is the first cheap electric car when it's not.
Well, no, but I mean it's the first affordable in inverted commas.
It's the same price as the Leaf and the Chevy Bolt.
Yeah, the Bolt's the all electric, the Volt's the hybrid.
Right.
But with range, I think is the difference. With a decent range on it, that's the thing. Because the ones that are available already tend to only have like 100-mile range.
Well, I was talking about this because I was looking at what cars are coming out next year, and Jaguar have got one. I think they call it I-Pace or I-Pacer. So it's an SUV with 300 miles of range. I'm like, once you're at 300, for you and I, that's London and back.
Yeah, totally.
How often would we do that?
Well, I'm going
without plugging it in.
I'm going on holiday to Devon in a month or two. That's a 220-mile drive.
So you could get all the way there if you drive sensibly.
Yeah.
But realistically, what's going to happen is when you do any length of drive like that with kids in the car, you stop for half an hour.
Exactly, yeah.
So in that half an hour, if you're at a supercharger station, you can top it up, easy going to make it. So yeah, I think 300 miles, more than enough.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially in the UK.
Yeah.
In America, I must admit, in America, Sean and I think on one day did drive nearly 500.
Yeah, it's a long way.
But it's not like that. It was a day in, day out thing. That was like, quick, let's get to Vegas, quick, let's get to Yeah, I think 300 miles, we don't need to get any better than that.
No.
I think that is...
I mean, we will, but...
I don't think there's any need to, though.
No.
But what you need to think is, right, okay, let's say if we cap at 300, and then batteries become denser, so the car can weigh less, so the battery becomes smaller.
Oh no, they're not going to do the phone thing, are they? It's going to do with really thin cars.
Look how thin these car doors are. They are 7 millimetres thin.
You're going to climb in it and it's going to bend and there's going to be a whole thing.
I'm just trying to suggest that if you could reduce the overall weight and you capped it at 300 miles, you wouldn't have to put as many batteries in, which would be better, quicker charging and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be interesting if they do decide. Because if you can get a car at some point that could do 1,000 miles, is that not pointless?
Well, it is in this country, definitely.
In any country, because that's a third of the way across America. Do you realistically need? Although I suppose that makes sense for trucks. That's a different market, isn't it?
But you'd think for trucks, they'd be doing battery switching. Surely that'd be a better technology to chase. Trucks that are going across country, you could have stations set up where they can switch batteries out.
Just drop out and slot it in.
Yeah.
But then they'll have to be exactly the same, so they'd have to standardise.
Or for if you have all trucks from the same, made by the same brand, yeah. So if all your trucks are made by the same thing, then you can have in your warehouses or your weigh stations or whatever.
The car's going to charge us to drive in the future.
on the solar powered charging road.
Yeah, on the magic conductive road of magic.
Sounds amazing.
Although staying on Elon Musk, he's got his first tunnel.
Oh yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, this boring company.
Oh, don't know. How do you do it? But they'll go back to the Tesla. We're flicking here.
We are a bit.
30 this week. So that will be this month. Then next month, I believe, it's 100. Then it jumps to 1,500.
Yeah.
I reckon they're going to grow the capacity exponentially to cap, or not, well, maybe not cap, but reach 10,000 cars a week.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Just sounds like that's a lot of cars to sell.
It is.
How many cars you shift in a minute at 10,000? A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know the math, but a lot.
Definitely a lot.
We could ask Echo, but let's not.
No.
Yeah, big sales.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if they can get to those milestones. I'm interested to see what the entire internal control system's like, in terms of the in-car entertainment.
Yeah.
Is it going to be really bamming? Or have they come up with an interesting way to fit a massive touchscreen into this car?
I don't know. But yeah, this is it. It's exciting. Interesting at the very least. Other electric-y, car-y type stuffy, because those are all words. Dubai is incorporating a self-driving cop car. Now...
So hang on, right. Are the officers in the car?
It's a good question. You're presuming that I did more than read the headline. But I know, I'm terrible for it. But I think the really weird thing is that the cars are going to scan pedestrians searching for undesirables.
Well, so there must be officers in the car.
You would think.
Because what's it going to do is the car to come and go, get in. Undesirable.
The vehicle is about the size of a child's toy electric buggy.
Okay, there's not, unless they are very small police officers.
Yeah. Equipped with a 360-degree camera that scans for wanted criminals and undesirables.
Oh, so it's just going to cruise around and tag where they are?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't decide if that's creepier or...
It's very Big Brother, isn't it?
Yeah. Because, well, maybe this is just because I'm from England, but couldn't you just do that with CCTV?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Fixed cameras, yeah, which would be easier to
Although
maintain.
I suppose with the size of this, it can certainly go off track.
Yeah.
Perhaps getting places
Down
that
alleyways.
CCTV couldn't.
Yeah.
Would struggle with.
If there's ramps, it could get in shops.
If there's steps, it's adding.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
like the
it's the
Daleks,
Daleks.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Take it
totally.
away.
Absolutely.
If you're an undesirable, I suggest you either stay at the top or bottom of some stairs and fool this technology.
Yeah, apparently it can charge itself. I presume that just means there's a dock that it drives into.
I'd imagine, there'll be
Yeah.
docks around the city, it just
Yeah.
clips in and charges. It does seem very Big Brother.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit weird. And in a place like Dubai as well, is it looking for people drinking and having sex on the beach and things
Seems
like
to be
that?
sort of Minority Report.
Yeah.
So if they're everywhere, then
Yeah.
essentially you can be tracked and know where you are, and if they want you, they can just get you.
Yeah.
It does seem a bit spooky.
It does, but at the end of the day, that is kind of the job of the police to find crime and stop it.
Okay, then why didn't they say criminals instead of undesirables?
Undesirables is a really bad word. Undesirables
If
is...
you'd have pitched it as criminals from the start, I'd
Yeah.
probably been a bit more sold in.
I mean, it did say wanted...
Undesirable.
It said wanted criminals and undesirables.
Okay.
So, wanted criminals, fair enough, facial recognition, whatever.
Yeah, but
Undesirables...
obviously doing some kind of grouping of...
It gets icky.
Yeah,
It gets real
it starts
icky.
to get real
Yeah.
not right, basically.
Yes. So, we don't know what they mean by undesirables, but yeah.
Are robots a good way to police in the future? That's an interesting question.
Well, I've seen RoboCop.
Now, was he strictly a robot?
Well, no, he wasn't.
But
He was a cyborg.
Cybercop doesn't sound as cool.
No, it's not.
Cyborg cop. Cybercop?
I'm pretty sure there probably is already. Isn't there a cyborg? I'm sure there's. I can't remember. I'm sure there's a cyborg cop cartoon or something.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember.
No, I'm not thinking Robocop now. I'm thinking like
No.
iRobot.
I think the issue is grey area things, isn't it? Because it's going to be a binary thing, isn't it? It's going to be, yes, you've broken the law, or no, you haven't. It's the whole kid stole a loaf of bread to survive.
Would it be more useful as observational
Yes.
rather than getting directly involved?
Yeah, getting directly involved just seems like a bad look. It's not going to be too long before something messes up and they
But then,
hurt somebody.
even then, when you just know that the robot that's moving about, is that creepy?
I think it's
just
creepy.
It's one step on from CCTV, arguably, isn't it? Whereas
Yeah, I
you
mean,
would imagine that this would be intelligent enough to not need a human at the other end to say if someone's doing something naughty.
Yeah, I mean, because they say CCTV is a deterrent, and if there's a blooming, RoboCop marching around the place, that could well serve as a deterrent, but only for as long. That's the problem with deterrents like that. It's only.
If I would feel safer.
I don't think I'd feel safer.
I
I
would.
think I'd feel intimidated.
But is that because we see them as so alien?
Probably.
In 20, 30, 40 years' time, would it be so commonplace and we become accustomed to robots being everywhere that we're just, it's a robot?
It's like when you go to St Pancras Station and there's armed police.
Oh, right,
And
I
it's
wonder where
just-
you were going. Like, I've been sent back, what's going on?
And it's just such an alien concept to us in the UK.
Yeah. I must admit, the first time I ever went to America,
Yeah.
I could see back then, that's how long ago.
Yeah.
I was in KFC and there was a police officer in front of me with a holstered gun.
Yeah.
And that to me was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There's a gun in this room, there's a gun.
Yeah.
Because I don't think at that point I've ever actually seen a gun in real life.
No.
That's probably the first, I've seen like a pellet gun and an air rifle, but not an actual
Yeah.
pistol.
Yeah, it's a very strange concept for us in this country anyway.
Yeah, but maybe we would get more and more accustomed to it.
You probably would, but I don't know.
I kind of like robots in terms of helpers.
Yeah.
And I think when I cross the line from helping to, I don't want to use the word spying, but observing and reporting, I'm a bit like, we've crossed a bit of a line I'm comfortable with right now. Although there is a robot at the minute, I think Toyota made it for a veteran, and
I saw about that.
Playing around in the home, helping this vet, and I like that.
Yeah,
because it helps them with get snacks and similar things like that. But as time goes on, if that robot can be offered that person support and care, that's great.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
the type of robots I do want to see.
Yeah,
I just perhaps don't want to see them out on the street stopping people doing things. I think that's just,
halt, citizen.
This is Ed 209.
If it's Ed 209, then we definitely messed up.
Put down that loaf of bread.
Yeah, but like,
I thought Ed 209 was cool.
He was, but he was too cumbersome.
In terms of a robot.
He was basically a walking tank.
Yeah. Oh God, I'd love that now as a model.
Yeah.
Just to sit on the desk.
Would be cool.
That would be a really cool model. Same as the robot from Alien.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't technically a robot, was it?
Oh, the loading...
The suit, yeah.
Yeah, the exosuit. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you do get... It's human discretion, isn't it? Like, I've heard of cases where a teenage boy is stealing nappies for his baby brother because mum can't afford to buy them and things like that. And you just think, you give him a ticking off and just, try and put support in place, you know what I mean?
I was going to say this was you, but it wasn't. I was in San Francisco and I was in the queue.
Yeah.
And
the queue for San Francisco.
Yeah, no, I didn't really give enough context. I was in Starbucks in San Francisco. Or a Starbucks, not the Starbucks.
Not the one.
Yeah, the one Starbucks that there is. Just off Union Square, everyone knows it, that one Starbucks.
That queue is huge.
4 hours. 4 hours for a latte. So, I was in the queue.
Yeah.
And this guy comes and says, "Can I have some money?" I was like, I don't have any money, mate. Because I do just generally pay.
Yeah, by card.
Or whatever. Yeah. So then he sort of milled around a bit, then ran over to the fridge and just grabbed a drink and sort of ran out. And then the staff just went, "Just leave it."
Yeah.
But then I thought, if he'd have come to me and said, "Can you buy me a drink?" I've said, Yeah,
I know what you mean.
It was just because it went asked for money. I was like, well,
I can't because I don't have any.
I don't have money. But that's the sort of thing where you just think, God, let it slide. If you can't even get a drink, he's stealing a drink. It's not like he's going to go and resell that. That's because
it's not like he's stood outside opening his jacket and he's got like a rack of drinks in there going, "Hey, who needs a drink?"
So it's awful that people in the situation to do this. So but if we've got robots who can be out there policing you, people shouldn't be struggling for food.
This is true.
Maybe we're thinking it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make those robots help produce food, cut down costs, get food to everybody else. So there's got to be some way.
Yeah.
We can use that technology
to
think. Better than using it to enforce stupid rules. Well, not stupid rules, but
that was quite the tangent.
Oh, we got there anyway. What are we talking about? 209.
Self-driving cop car. That's where we started off.
Other self-driving car news.
Yeah.
You know what can confuse a self-driving car?
Hills, rain, bananas.
Kangaroo.
What? Kangaroo.
This comes back to something we often talk about, kind of off recording, when we talk about creating simplistic systems versus complex systems.
Yeah.
So once you rely on the fact you're using computer vision, you have to train the model for particular movements and object and movement styles.
Yeah.
And kangaroos do not generally fit within that model of predictable movement.
No, I guess they don't.
So then when you see a kangaroo that's jumping about, you go, what's that? Let's just stop.
It's like dingo is basic dog movement, isn't it? And just about kangaroo, what on earth?
Yeah, it's definitely out there to be like, what is going on here? I think it just shows how simple these models are in terms of as soon as you go out there constraints, they're just going, so what?
Yeah, I'm confused, I'm shutting down.
Yeah, which is obviously why DeepMind is so focused on trying to make a general purpose learning system, because then it can just learn from scratch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, got all that.
Yeah, I think this is it. It's the difference between programming and
learning.
Learning, definitely. Yeah. And there's a lot of vehicular self-driving stuff this week because
it's almost like companies are putting a lot of money into the self-driving market.
Ocado here in the UK, self-driving deliveries.
Yeah, so Ocado, we should probably say, is a food delivery service because they don't actually have.
They don't have physical stores. No,
walk in and go off to avocados or some toothpaste.
Yeah, you order groceries online and they deliver it to you, but they don't have physical stores.
No. So this was interesting for the fact that this seems to come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and they've actually already been using it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So when they showed the press, that wasn't its first use.
No.
It has been in use. They've been using it. Now, did you see what it was delivering?
No.
This was really interesting. I was like, oh, what's it delivering? And it was delivering snack boxes for free.
Oh, right.
So it was the only way they could really test it to start with. So I was like, got it for free.
Fair dues.
So if you happen to be around there, get yourself a free snack box.
Nice.
I think there's something like a movie snack box, a healthy snack box, and something else.
Oh, cool.
All free, and that's what it's trying with. But yeah, I find it interesting because quite a lot of people don't enjoy going to the supermarket.
No.
But the more and more we talk about these things, I just think, so what jobs are going to be left?
I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, like, when you've got kids, it's a nightmare. I always used to wait until the kids were in bed and then, their mum would stay at home and I'd go to the grocery store and do all the shopping with my headphones in at like 10 o'clock at night because it was easier.
Listen to some thrash metal if you can, some live avocado.
That's the one, yeah. Squeeze it too hard because it's a really good guitar solo, you stuffed. But yeah, so it's and things like my sister is a carer in a nursing home. They order groceries online because otherwise they have to take everybody they're caring with them.
It's just think of things like that. Yeah, I suppose stuff like that really is actually
and loading everybody up into the minibus with wheelchairs and everything is difficult.
Yeah.
So getting it delivered so much easier.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think to be honest, once Sean and I both have jobs that are slightly more taxing on our time, we may resort to food delivery.
Yeah.
Something's got to give at some point.
Time slots are an issue, though. I mean, if they deliver early, then, it can cause problems.
Yes, Neil, yes. And the left unsaid.
Definitely. It's a cool thing, and it's going to happen more and more. Definitely. So,
have you used Amazon Prime 2-hour delivery yet?
Have we got it in, Donny?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, we've definitely got it.
Is it good? Well, I can't see why we wouldn't, being that there's a massive warehouse down there.
I just think to myself, right, I'll be sat, because generally, when I'm looking for something on Amazon, it's after the kids are in bed.
Yes.
And then I think to myself, well, I'll just wait till the morning.
Yeah.
So I order it then, it comes in the morning anyway.
I mean, don't you have to pay extra for it anyway, isn't it? Like,
you do.
Yeah, it's extra on top of your Prime subscription. Oh, are they?
Yeah, always get vouchers for it.
Fair dues.
Because there was one occasion, actually, where we nearly did it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a child thermometer, we'd lost ours or something.
Right.
So Frank had a temperature, we're like, how can we get this to our house?
Yeah.
Now. And it was like, right, let's just jump on Amazon Prime now.
Yeah.
But then I think we found the thermometer.
And you were devastated.
But yeah, I was like, I could have tested that. But that was the first time I thought, this for me is an actual use case for this service.
Definitely.
But I suppose what it comes down to is when you're at a point where perhaps the extra cost isn't an issue, but your time is.
Yeah.
So I know I'm in the house for the next 2 hours. It makes perfect sense to get delivered now.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I had to go at using the Amazon lockers because, I didn't know anybody was going to be in.
The other booze are outside now.
Where
At Morrison's.
They were always outside.
No, they were initially inside.
The ones near us were always outside.
No, they were inside near the photo machine to start with.
Fair enough.
What is it?
They've been when I used it, it was outside.
Okay.
And that was months ago.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I haven't been to Morrison's in quite a while.
Fair
so
enough.
usually, because I walk in Ascot, and I usually stand next to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Then,
no,
well,
Lockers.
so because I've been to 3 Morrisons and used Amazon lockers at 3 different Morrisons,
Yeah.
and the one in Donny is outside. The one on just off the M18 is in the entranceway.
Yeah.
And then
We seem to have moved way off technology.
I know, totally. And then the one I used in Sheffield was inside near the cafe.
Yeah, to get that tea cake.
All over the place, really. Yeah, I suppose it's just wherever they've got space for it.
True.
Sainsbury's tea cakes are the better ones.
No, I was about to swear then.
What? They're amazing.
No, Sainsbury's has the worst bakery of any supermarket.
Trust me.
No.
Sainsbury's toasted tea cakes
No.
are incredible.
Their bakery, then it must come from an external source because their bakery
I've not
is
seen
awful.
them. I've not seen them sell them. The ones that they sell in the cafe,
okay,
I've
then.
not seen for sale in the shop.
Well, that could explain it then.
They're
'cause
amazing.
Their bakery is terrible.
Fair enough.
I think they've got 2 settings on their oven, overcooked and undercooked.
Trust me, you got to try their toasted tea cakes in the cafe.
Okay.
They're fantastic.
Try toasted tea cake. Morrison's are good though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll tell you why they're good. Because whoever makes them at the back seems to have a thing for putting on way too much butter.
Other grocery stores are available.
Nice part of the country now. Stay true to Morrison, it's local. Jeez. You're going to be selling that to Amazon and Whole Foods before I know it.
I'm trying not to sell out by naming too many brands. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Phones.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
There isn't there?
Well, typical OnePlus, everyone's dissing it now.
Yeah.
Now apparently it has a jelly effect scroll,
Okay.
which means that when you scroll, the font appears to elongate slightly, then snap back, almost like you're flicking a bit of jelly.
Right.
So XDA developers did a bit of a deep dive. It looks like they've mounted the screen upside down, which can sometimes cause this. So OnePlus has said, well, there's nothing we can do. It's just a visual illusion. What?
Yeah, and if it's only happening while you're scrolling, who cares?
Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
If that was the S8 or the Pixel,
Yeah.
would we be critical of them for having that?
I don't think I would be. These minor things really don't bug me at all.
I think I'd be slightly more critical.
Do you think?
Yeah, because if you're charging 800 for a phone,
Well, yeah.
then I'd be thinking, how did you not pick that up in QA?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm willing to give OnePlus 5 more of a pass. I'm thinking, maybe you didn't have that level of going through QA. But I agree, it is not the biggest problem
No.
in the world.
Really isn't.
I don't see it personally. Obviously, but but where I want to look at phones thing is Google Pixel 2. There's going to be one.
Yeah.
We know it. So when I was looking today, I did a bit of Googling. Can you remember when it came out, the Google Pixel? I'll tell you about it. It was October the 20th.
Okay.
So now I'm thinking, this year, I think that's too late.
All right.
Because we've already got an S8.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Note 8.
Yeah.
We're going to have an iPhone 8. Arguably, they're all going to be tidied up by mid-September. So that means the supply will be there for the holiday season.
Yeah.
If you release October the 20th, there is no way you're going to have supplies for the holiday season. It's going to be locked up in pre-orders. So I'm thinking, you've got to bring that phone forward.
Yeah.
So here's my daring statement.
Go for it.
I think it's going to be before the iPhone. I think they've got to get it out the door beginning of September.
Yeah.
At least have the event and ship it mid to late September. Because I just think that extra month is going to give them that lead.
Yeah.
Because I just can't see it now. If you think how hard of it was to get hold of, and it still is,
Yeah.
with an October release, when arguably the S8's been out for, by that point, 7 months?
Yeah. I think the problem is with this year,
bear in mind, it's sorry to jump in, but it's going to have the CPU that the SA has.
Yeah.
It's not going to have the new Snapdragon.
But there's going to be so much hype around this year's iPhone that releasing before, I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, because people are going to be saying, I mean, people will say anyway, and any year, I'm going to wait to see what the iPhone's got.
I agree people will wait, but what I'm saying is, if you release early,
yeah,
and people pre-order, because bear in mind, for some people Android loyalists, some people Apple loyalists, so the pre-orders will take up the Android loyalists, but then you'll still have enough lead time before Christmas to produce more phones.
True.
To actually be able to sell them at Christmas. Other way around,
yeah,
they're all going to be gone, so you're not going to be able to sell any. I just think it's got to release early this year.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I've not seen that many whispers about it though. I've seen the odd one.
Apparently, because we perhaps don't follow this so closely, but on the, is it the AOSP forums, Android forums, someone's got a shot of it in the wild.
Oh, right.
So if there's already photo of it in the wild,
yeah,
it's got to be pretty close to production.
Yeah.
Because if, let's say you do release in October, we've got July, August, September, October.
Yeah.
4 months? That just seems like a long lead time.
It does,
2 to 3 months seems slightly more realistic. So I'm wondering if it's going to come out of nowhere and they're going to announce early. We'll see. Put it out there now. Because we generally are ahead of the curve on these new things.
What, like the LED flashing eyelashes?
You watch now next 2 weeks, or you'll see all of the tech presses. Could the Google Pixel be early?
Which is too good. Too good. But yeah, I mean, I really wanted that phone.
I did.
Really wanted that phone.
It was just so expensive. And we talked about this in the last episode when we went in to play the OnePlus 5, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the SA as well.
Yeah.
And the SA and the OnePlus 5, there's not much in the price now,
yeah.
if you're willing to go online and buy them outright.
Yeah.
But the Pixel is still a huge amount of money that I would like to experience what they consider the standard.
Yeah.
It's almost like the comparison would be the Surface Pro is arguably what Microsoft feel a 2-in-1 tablet should be.
Yeah.
As the Surface laptop is what they feel a laptop should be.
Yeah.
I want to experience that from Android, but the cost is just insane.
Yeah. There's no way I could justify it.
No.
No way.
I hope they've learnt the lesson, and this year there's a lower tier price phone.
Yeah.
And also, what happened to Daydream?
It's still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
No.
How many other handsets have got Daydream?
I think there's only one other, isn't there?
Officially, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be 2, but super low.
Yeah.
Well, then you could argue that Apple's can be on one as an arcade. But I just feel like it's going to be better supported because they sell a lot more iPhones than they do Google Pixels.
True.
They sell a lot more iPads and that entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
This is just it, because I often, as I told you earlier, I get in these arguments about Android versus iOS. Quite often. I want Android to be better.
Yeah.
And that's what often frustrates me. I just feel that Google, having power of Android, have so much power to make that operating system so much better. I'm talking now from an accessibility standpoint.
Yeah.
So much better. And it upsets me that why haven't you taken those massive leaps ahead? But I'll still, I'm gonna have to get another Android phone. I'm gonna have to get one this year.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll save my. Then again, you see, new iPhone as well. Oh, let's take bets now. Will Simon buy a new iPhone over a Pixel?
iPhone. I am looking forward to the iPhone announcement this year.
Just to see what it's like.
Just because I've been since I moved over to Android, I've not really kept as close an eye on it as I used to. But I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do.
Have you seen the latest rumours today?
No.
Right, apparently it's going to have the highest screen coverage of any phone in terms of slimmest bezels.
Right.
But today's rumour is suggesting they couldn't get the fingerprint sensor working on the screen.
Oh.
I don't know if Apple had released that.
No.
It just seems...
There's no way they can do it without.
Well, you put it on the back.
Yeah.
One of the prototypes would put it on the back.
Oh, I don't think they'd do the back.
But... Because it would be so cheesy for Apple to put it where the Apple logo is.
Yeah.
That would... Oh...
Yeah.
Apple ever do something? That just seems like a... No.
I'm not a fan of it being on the back at all. And I noticed I think the Honor 8 had it on the back, and the Honor 9 it's back on the front.
I honestly think this is Apple.
Yeah.
I'm not really caring what they're going to say right now. They're going to do something magical under that screen that no one's done yet. And it's going to be something related to Force Touch, where visually you can't tell it's a button, but as soon as you touch it, you know it's a button.
Fair dues.
It's got to be something like that. Just, it seemed ludicrous that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because a software on-screen button with no other feature.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem Apple, does it?
It doesn't, no.
There's no wow factor there.
Not at all.
It's just a screen. We'll see, though.
Yeah. Somebody that I regularly have these conversations with at work said that he'd seen a mock-up of the iPhone where they'd done the same thing as the Essential phone with a camera.
Oh, no, apparently. Well, oh, God, they're saying it's got some kind of special thing at the top. Oh, what are they calling it? They are saying there's something at the top.
Yeah.
But it's not a cutout.
Right.
It's some kind of secondary screen thing, almost. So the camera could be in it.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't tell because that screen is always a secondary screen.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes a little bit more sense than the way Essential did it.
Is it going to be the emoji bar?
I don't think it's technically possible now, but I'd like to what we talked about last week, where it is in the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, and it can just
Yeah, that would be wow.
When you take a photo, it becomes when you're taking a photo, it becomes transparent, and then the rest of the time, it isn't.
I don't think it's possible because if they are doing that, there would have had to have been a supply chain leap by now. Sure.
You'd think, wouldn't you? Because it's a bit of a leap in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you see those the windows that when you pass a current through them, they become like they change state.
Like electrostatic.
Yeah. And you've got
cool.
Yeah.
And the current's there, by the way.
Yeah.
You turn the current off.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Either or.
Yeah.
But so you see things like that, and you got to think we've got to be there's got to be some way they can adopt that kind of thing.
Yeah.
For this.
But will there have been a leak? Because they kept that HomePod thing pretty. We knew they were going to do a speaker.
Was it quiet because nobody cared? I mean, I really can't see many people giving them monkeys about the HomePod.
Oh my God! Come on, Neil, that's going to sell.
It will.
Do you know that AirPods are just starting to come in stock in stores?
I can see that though, because there's a certain coolness to them. But
I've got the AirPods, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously.
You know, I backed that other one on Kickstarter, which is the same sort of thing, but it's
Champagne Gold.
I told you they sent an email the following day. So you don't have to have Champagne Gold, guys. Don't worry. I want to read it all moaning. Well, people were apparently asking for them to do mono.
Right.
Like the AirPods do, because you can just pop one in.
Yeah.
What they were saying is actually, technically, very, very, very difficult to do that.
Ah.
So they've only done it so you can only use the right earpiece if you want to go mono.
Right.
And I think we often underestimate some of the things that Apple manages to do.
Yeah.
How difficult
it is
those things actually are. So that's why no one else is really doing those headphones.
Yeah.
Because they're very, very, very hard to do.
Fair dues.
But yeah, I do want them to release this phone and I thought that was impossible.
Yeah.
I didn't think that could be done. Because if it is just a massive screen on a phone with an on-screen button...
Yeah.
I don't think they dare release that.
No.
It's just... Come on.
I think the difference is though, when the AirPods were announced, There was loads of memes taking the mess out of them. People talking about like you're going to lose them. Loads of dumb stuff. I don't know if you saw that one. It was supposed to be a sub for them that was like a butt plug and things like that. It's just really, really, really dumb stuff. I don't see anything about the HomePod. It's literally like it got announced and nobody cares.
Really?
Nobody cares enough to take the mess out of it. You know what I mean? Nobody's passionate about it one way or the other. It's just a thing.
Apple can shift a million of the product.
And again,
people don't even think they're like, I'm not, million, but it's a million, guys.
Yeah. I'm not saying they won't sell because there are people who will buy it literally because it's got an Apple logo on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're very interesting.
I think that's probably because the home audio market is strange at the best of times.
True.
And it's not going to be like the iPod.
No.
Or this amazing pair of headphones. It's just them building out their ecosystem. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to hear it. Hopefully I may hear it very soon.
Yeah.
And if you could sit down, sure.
Fair dues. I've got a weird little story. The Panasonic deoderising coat hanger. I feel it's something we all need in our lives.
Okay, so deodorising.
Yes.
So is it like for Febreze?
Well, it's scheduled for release in Japan in September. It costs $180.
For one?
Yes.
Okay, you put your favourite item clothes on that.
It uses negatively charged ions to remove odours.
So, is this instead of dry cleaning or something?
I think it's to put extra life in, say, like if you wore a suit for the day and you were in a smoky area or it was a bit hot and you didn't want to go and get that suit dry cleaned because you'd only worn it once, this will revitalise it and make it so you can wear it another couple of times before you have to get it dry cleaned. is my assumption. But yeah, it does take 5 hours to complete a cycle.
Oh my god. What does it do?
I have no idea.
So does it look like a normal coat hanger?
Essentially, it looks like a fat coat hanger with a button on it.
Hang on a minute. See, even like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth enabled?
Oh, well, surely it's got to send a notification to your phone to tell you when it's done.
If it ain't got a notification, I'm not buying it.
Or maybe it just sets a timer going on your phone for 5 hours because it doesn't actually need to be connected at all times.
You ready?
But yeah, it did say in the article I read that, why not just spray yourself with cologne like most people?
Yeah, or just put it on online and Febreze it.
Yeah. It seems unnecessary, like a lot of technology these days.
I suppose you get to a point though where you try and add technology onto every device in your house.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you with your smart toaster and your smart fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no need for it, really.
Well, smart furniture before you know it.
Yeah.
Did you see that robotic piece of furniture?
Robotic furniture?
Yeah, did you not see this?
No.
It was like a few weeks ago now. So yeah, it's a robotic piece of furniture for, like small apartment living.
Yeah.
And it transformed into like a table and a desk, and I think even a bed. And it all just moved around and changed into the
like
piece of
modular kind of.
Yeah, but it was all like one.
Yeah.
Robotic arm.
So it was like a transformer.
Moved it all around and stuff. And yeah, it was really cool. And you could see for very small apartment living, it's an interesting idea. Although obviously you've got to clear it of everything before you try.
Yeah, there's been a bunch over the last couple of years. There's been a bunch of videos done the rounds on Facebook where they've got it's a desk, and then you move the chair out of the way, pull the desk down. You can leave things on the desk, and it pivots and folds down so that the things don't fall off the desk bit, and that becomes the leg for the bed that folds down. Right. And stuff like that, and real like crazy space saver furniture. That stuff is really interesting.
Yeah, because people live in smaller and smaller spaces.
Yeah,
I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But some of that stuff's really interesting. But something that does it all automatically, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Can even move all the pots off. Oh, I'll tell you what. This isn't very technical at all. I can't even remember the name of it.
Right.
But did you hear of this black paint? I think they call it like Vantaman Black or something. That is so black, it removes the shapes from an object.
What?
So if you were to paint the car with it outside, for example, it would just look like a black void.
That's bonkers.
You would lose all sense of its shape.
That sounds like something out of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It's real. It's honestly real. And it uses these little nano tubes, so it's really difficult to paint it on, but you paint it on. So then because it captures all light, it makes anything you're covering it look like a black void.
That's crazy.
And you can't even mentally imagine what that even looks like, can you? Just something that has shapes and curves just disappear into a void.
Yeah, that does seem crazy.
So yeah, obviously it's for, fighter jets and stealth bombers.
Stealth.
But yeah, it removes. Then some artist has basically got the copyright and using it for art. That's how I came across it.
Yeah. I'm desperately quickly looking for a quote from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What about the black void?
That is relevant to this. Dun, 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 dun.
Filler.
Yeah.
That almost went into Batman then.
It did a bit, yeah. Oh, it's not going to happen.
I'd be intrigued. Obviously, I can't see it now, but to have been able to see an object that just disappears into a void.
Yeah. Yeah,
it seems like something sci-fi, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, totally. Hence the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know, I thought I'd got it then.
Or just Google the blackest black and see if it comes up with the name with this black. See, this is the problem when your apps don't work and you can't save anything. You've got to rely on the old noggin to remember all these things.
It's something along the lines of every time I press one of these black buttons, a black light lights up to tell me that I've pressed the black button, but it's on a black background and blah blah blah. So you can't really see it. Will's blackest black outdone by even blacker black.
Possibly. That could have been, because the reason I read it is because then this other guy tried to make a blacker black and it turned into this big rivalry.
Yeah, the world's blackest black creator came out with an even blacker black. This all seems to be around March time.
Yeah, that is he calling that Black 2.0?
Vanta Black 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's actually a picture. They've got a bronze bust.
Yeah.
And then they've got the same bronze bust but painted with this black, and it looks like you've photoshopped it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can see the outline of it, but you can't see any of the features at all. It literally looks like somebody's cut around the outline of it and taken it off, and there's a black background behind it.
So yeah, can you believe that that's real?
It's a bit bonkers. Yeah, it doesn't seem real.
But
it'd be interesting to see it.
Someone has created, I think he calls it Black 2.0.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to use that for art. So then this other artist came up with like, how black could make this black? And apparently that black is just about at the point where you do lose shape.
Yeah.
And you can buy that.
That's crazy.
It just seems nuts that there's such dark blacks that that's even possible.
Bonkers. Yeah, it doesn't look real at all. It literally looks like someone's pulled it out.
We're going to see this in the future now. I feel like we had a bit of dead air there.
Yeah.
As you were amazed by the black void of Venture.
Yeah, very bizarre. Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week. So, if you want to find us online, techenthusiast.com is probably the best place, but we are on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. Like, subscribe and follow, do all the things you usually do on your socials, and we shall see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
did you eat this morning?
I did. Took your advice. I got some protein yogurt.
Ah, is it Ola?
I don't know, because I said sharks. Right, Neil says it's 4 for £3. And I'm pretty sure I said
It were in Asda.
little pots of yogurt.
Yeah.
I didn't get a little pot of yogurt.
What did you
I
get?
did not get 4. I got a giant pot.
Is it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
look.
like a 500ml pot of protein yogurt. What did I get, Neil?
You got... Don't see...
We buy a lot of yogurt, so you've probably seen Greek yogurt.
Alpro.
Alpo.
Yeah, it's not 500, it's 400.
Oh, sorry, Neil.
So much difference.
Oh.
Yeah, the ones I get are 200.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not firmer than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, the one I get is like more like a mousse than a yogurt.
And I was like, could I put this and blend it in my normal shakes? I was like, I think it'd be a bit too thick.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be good for
It
shakes.
was nice, I liked it, I enjoyed it.
Cool.
It kept me full until... Oh no, because I did have a good morning snack. I was about to say, it did get me full until we went for dinner, but...
Yeah.
No.
I had toast and jam.
Old school.
I had toast and jam
You
in
only have
years.
toast and jam?
Yeah.
Do you put butter?
Yeah.
Sean does too.
Well,
I'm always
don't most people?
Jam on the bread.
The jam spread's better if there's butter on.
But you don't need butter, just slap the jam on.
That just seems weird though.
So do you know when you're staying in a hotel
Yeah.
and you get your toast, the triangle toast and stuff?
Yeah.
So do you put it before you put the jam on?
Yeah.
You're a madman.
I'm not a madman. Ruby, and it was one of the Rubyism tweets that I made when Ruby was little. She once said that she just wanted jam on her toast. She didn't want butter on first because that's how me and my ex do it.
Yeah.
And we said, oh, why? And she went, because I just don't like butter under yummy things.